I think we might be live.
Not yet. Are we? Oh,
yeah,
it's moving.
Oh, yeah, we are. Because she said
Liz, it's moving.
What? Oh, Liz, your stand is moving. Oh gosh. Okay, so we're outdoors, trying not to be blown away today, right?
Right.
We're on a field trip today, so we quilters know that sometimes we tend to borrow and use other tools that aren't really intended for quilting.
Right. My wife will come out to the garage and be like, "Hey, I need this," and then I never see it again.
No,
so.
It never shows back up again. Well, so we have some things. We are in Logan. We are in front of, as you can see back behind me, you see the sign that says Harbor Freight. So they have a rule that says you can't really record inside. So
yeah.
There's a lot of noise coming at us from across the street. There sounds like some big construction.
All the people trying to get into the video.
And all the people that want to be in the video with us because they know we're famous, or maybe not. But,
infamous.
Or infamous.
Ren, are you going to hand us tools or no? I don't think he's had. He didn't get a microphone,
okay,
so
well,
he's
that's
mad.
okay. All right. So we're going to just start here at
Yeah.
the top.
So I'm going to tell you what the mechanics do, but mostly like screwdrivers, right? So we use screwdrivers for all kinds of things, and I also work on featherweights a little bit, and so these little screwdrivers are what I use for working on featherweights. So, and then is there any other uses you guys have?
Oh my gosh, all kinds of uses. So at the quilt shop, we use all kinds of these because you know what? Sometimes I have to be a plumber, I have to be a contractor, I have to be all kinds of
all
things.
the things.
But some of these smaller, so as we get older, our grip's not as great. You don't know about this yet, but my grip's not as great anymore. So even sometimes just loosening the screw for my needle, sometimes I have to pull out my little screwdriver. This one is a tad bigger, but it would work nicely. And I also work on featherweights, and some of these little small ones are great. And even some of the bigger ones to unloosen that screw to get the motors off are really good. So a nice set of screwdrivers are
amazing. And that was like $6. It was on sale.
It was on sale. Harbor Freight. Great sale prices. Okay.
Cheaps.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to light your areas. Yeah. This is a cool light because it actually has like...
Be careful. I blinded myself on mine.
It has a light here, a light here. It's magnetic. It also has a hook. So as a technician, like underneath the hood of a car, we would hang this and then it would shine down on whatever we're working on, which is super helpful.
Super helpful. And sometimes for us quilters, when we're trying to get those little pieces of lint or really clean out our machines nicely, it's really hard to see down in some of those. So you shine your flashlight down in there and you can see every little string that's hiding around in the background.
Exactly.
They work great. Oh, this next one is hilarious.
Yeah, hilarious, yeah.
I don't even know, but we got to open this puppy
up we do.
Look because you're not going to believe this. Okay, now, what? You tell me. Oh, no, I didn't do a very good job.
Yeah, you got it.
I did?
It just, the Chinesium is deep in these.
I like
there
that.
There you go.
Okay, now, look down in the bottom of that. Do you see those great big honking ones? Look at those.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, do a close-up.
These ones are...
No. You know what the doctors say? You're never supposed to put a Q-tip in your ear.
Yeah.
And those Q-tips are like...
But, again, as a technician, we use these to clean out, like, get lint and other things out of different areas, or if we're cleaning a part and we can't get... And the nice thing, it gets oily, greasy, you just throw it away.
You just throw them away. You just do. And pretty much we do the same thing.
Right. Featherweights, we'd use the same thing.
We use those. You could use them in your regular machines to just clean out a bunch of gunk that you get in there. So they're very,
your
very
felt
nice.
pad that shows up underneath your...
which shouldn't
be there.
Should not
shouldn't
be there.
Be there.
Oh, these are amazing. These are good.
Yep.
What are these?
Okay, so these are actually carving tools. So they're actually all kinds of different shapes and sizes and other things. Again, if you're trying to get into little areas of, again, cleaning, detailing. When we do like soldering and things like that with electrical, we have to get in and like clean the surfaces and so.
And you could when I used to do play with Nemo and stuff, we would use them.
And I think that's what they're mostly for is play. But.
Yeah, but for turning tools, because there's some of them in here that aren't real pointy, like
Yeah.
real sharp. Like this one's got a nice little
rounded.
gentle. What did we pay for these? I should have given.
Where's that receipt? Yeah.
Where's that receipt?
I think these were like, I want to say $4 or $5.
All right, let's look here, sir. We have a receipt.
We got the receipt.
We do. It shows we paid for stuff. We didn't just steal it and walk out, because then the cops would be here. What did we pay?
So the cotton swabs are $5.
$5.
Carving tools.
They must
These
call them
are
something else, huh?
carving tools.
Carving
$7.
$7 and worth it. You did so many different uses.
So $1.25 basically, $1.15 a piece ish.
It's
So.
a good price. Oh, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love this.
So again,
Love this.
tweezers, getting out metal shards and all kinds of things.
And our tweezers, we paid a whole $6.99.
$6.99.
And
So
there, we do the same thing. And so sometimes if you've got a string caught down in your machine,
yeah,
or if you're trying to rethread that dadgum serger, oh yeah, see, look at
that one right there.
Little
Tiny
Excellent
pointed.
for getting in those little tiny
Yep.
places where, you know what, I have big fat fingers.
That little thread that gets stuck. Say it in the microphone.
Oh, the little thread that gets stuck. Yeah, down in your machines.
Yeah.
Yep. That they are great for that. And there's some that are in there that are
That kind of go along with that. There's the picks.
What are those?
It's tweezer sets.
We paid $6.99 for that.
It's kind of a theme, yeah.
It is kind of funny, right? Oh, show those great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Get those up close and show those up nice.
So these are all different sizes and shapes of brushes, tube brushes. There's nylon. There's, yeah. And so again, cleaning.
$5.49.
$5.49, and there's 9 in there.
So when you're
Less than $1.
when I'm cleaning in my featherweights and you're going down that long shaft in there, you're trying to get all the gears cleaned out. These
Yeah,
are going to
yeah.
be perfect for that. I have little ones, but those longer ones are going to be
Pretty
amazing
handy, yeah.
to really get down in there. Oh,
These
oh,
locking clamps.
oh, a must-have.
And they have like 6 or 7 different sizes. We just bought the little ones. But again, you grab that little thread, you pull something out, you do.
That one was $1.49.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah, and well worth it. I
Yeah.
use my, and so hemostats.
Hemostats, yeah,
Also.
yeah.
So sometimes you get a nest down in
Yep.
your machine for whatever reason, and sometimes you just can't get it out. And sometimes I will even use that to shove my needle up into my
Yeah,
shaft.
you can, it'll hold the needle while you're putting it up. Especially if you have dexterity issues or whatever, that gives you a lot bigger. Like we use them a lot of times. I have a long set and I'll reach down and grab some. I also use them. I have 4 or 5 sets I use to clamp off fuel lines or brake lines or things like that.
Nice.
So that's what I use them for.
I haven't clamped off any of my fuel lines
Yeah.
lately, but if I need to,
But
I know what
you
to
do
use.
there.
I do know what to use.
This one?
Okay, carabiners.
Carabiners.
Who doesn't need those?
Aluminum 12-piece carabiners. And what do we pay on
Oh,
these? Like,
let's see. What did we pay for our carabiners? Where are you? We should have written it on our packages.
we should have
you know
just
what?
wrote down, yeah. I don't know.
It was cheap.
It was cheap.
Were they what, $4.99? Or they were not
They're
very
super
much.
cheap, and there's 12 of them, so you can
Mhm.
different things. Again, I use these to keep my keys together. I use these so I can hang different things. So like, I'll hook wrenches. I actually have one of these. I have all my wrenches that I throw in my truck.
Nice.
So then, if I need to get one off, I can just take it off like a key.
Grab it.
So that's
So we were thinking that it would be handy, like if you're going on a
Super fine.
retreat, you could put like some smaller rulers on these and hold them all together. Or I know that the hikers, my daughter Kendall has a bajillion of these, and they use them a lot. But
they're
we could-
$3.99.
Oh, $3.99
For
even
12
for
pieces.
12 pieces. So
Yeah.
we know we can find some great uses for these in our sewing room. So we like those.
Okay, so that one right there, the magnetic 2-holder,
Sir,
was
talk about
$4.99.
this. Let's talk about this.
This one's an interesting one. So
This is amazing.
tool organization obviously is key in both sewing and in mechanics, but like I hang these above my toolbox, or in like I have one on my son's toolbox so he can put his scissors and his wrenches and things like that on the side. I just store knives. Do you want to talk about the quilter one? Or
Yeah.
because my mother-in-law uses these, Margaret uses these, and actually I've hung a few of them on her wall, and then she takes a small metal strip and puts it in a loop, a sleeve, and then she can hang it up on the thing without having to put any holes or anything.
And so easy to interchange your quilts.
Right. Then you can interchange all your quilts, and they're really super easy to hang up. And they're strong. I mean, this thing.
I ripped the package taking it apart because I couldn't get it.
Because the other one was, yeah.
All 10 of them were all stuck together.
Yeah, they're super handy. Yeah.
Yes. And hold that up here for a second, because we have another thing, a magnetic hook that you can also hang on here to either hang, like if you had something that's not magnetic, but you wanted to hang it from here.
Well, if your ruler has a little hole, you could put it.
They do.
Yeah.
Yep, and they do. So you could hang that up there and hang rulers from it.
Yep. Super handy. Yeah.
Super handy.
So I use those hooks on my hoist. I put them on my hoist, and I'll hang stuff off the hoist that I need access to. So I have a bunch of those in my shop.
Nice. Oh, let's talk about while we're on magnetic.
Yep, why we're magnetic.
Okay.
So this is just a little parts tray. Obviously, when you're working on things, you want to throw and keep it organized. And so I have probably 10 of these in my shop. And again, they're stuck on my hoist. And if I'm taking something apart, I grab one, put it on, throw all the things. Even my son that I'm teaching to do mechanics, he has 2 of these, and he puts it on his mower or whatever and puts all the bolts in it so we don't lose any bolts.
Yep. So when I'm cleaning when I'm servicing a featherweight or working on those, you've got a lot of different little screws, and some of them are so teeny tiny, and it would be really easy to lose those. Yeah. They all go.
They'll all stick in that.
And one year, for a gift from our sweet Cindy, her husband spray painted these and then put little polka dots in them.
Oh, nice.
Pincushion.
Pincushion.
A magnetic pincushion.
There you go.
And I think, what were they, $5 or $3?
No, I think cheaper than that.
Oh, they're cheaper than that. They're not very much.
And you can find these go on sale all the time. $2.99.
Oh, $2.99, and that's not a sale price.
No, the sale one, actually, me and Ren bought ones last week on sale that were $1.49.
Right.
And they're a little bit bigger than this one.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, I saw those bigger ones. Yeah. That'd be really nice, especially if you are...
Well, and they have square ones, and they have some really big ones where you can throw, for screwdrivers and tools and things like that, so they're not going to fall. Yeah.
Nice. Yep. Nice. Oh, we thought these were so cute.
Yeah, those are cool.
These are
little clamps, spring clamps.
Little spring clamps. $1. Yeah,
they were
98 cents.
99 cents. Yeah. They're 99 cents 6 piece.
So here's what I'm thinking with these. You know, sometimes when you have you're making a quilt and you've got a piece that has to be an A, or you've got a piece that's 2.5 inches or whatever, you could clip all of those pieces together, especially if you're at a retreat and you don't want to just put it in your box and then all your pieces go everywhere.
Or binding clips. Don't you use something like that for a binding?
That'd be a little big for
It's a little big.
I use binding clips for what she's talking about.
Oh, okay.
Also,
yeah, I don't know. I'm not a quilt guy.
But I was thinking, and they can't hear me, but you've got something that's rolled up that you want to keep rolled up and just clamp it.
Yeah.
Some sort of
Clampy McClamperson.
would be great.
Or, you could just
clamp those together and they wouldn't take off. Good idea, Mrs. Good idea. Oh, now
these were 99 cents.
Everybody needs.
You need at least 6 of these just to cover up for the kids coming and stealing them to cut paper and other things for your sewing scissors.
Exactly. So my scissors, even when my kids were just little, they knew which ones they could use and which ones they could not. So these are not a real. I mean, you're not going to catch fabric with this.
No, but they cut a lot of stuff.
They cut a lot of stuff, and everybody needs a good utility pair of scissors in there.
Ren uses these to open his Otter Pops in the shop. He has a specific pair of Otter Pop opening.
Otter Pop ones?
Yeah.
I like
So in our shop, that's an Otter Pop opening tool.
I like it.
That if you are cutting a piece of wire or something, you're not sad if they get ruined.
If they get ruined. Yeah, you got a buck. You got a whole buck. Okay.
Oh, we missed. Yeah, that's what I was kind of looking for when we had the other ones. So these are picks.
These are picks.
And these mini picks were. We should have marked these better. It's okay. Picks at $1.99.
Yeah. Yep.
$1.99. There's 4 picks, and they're all different shapes and sizes. again, we use them for like getting seals out. We use them for like removing clips, removing like cotter pins, things like that. They're super, super handy. And again, $1.99. You don't mind hitting it with a hammer if you have to.
Right.
So
years ago when I first started working on featherweights, Stan gave me a set of these.
Yeah.
And I've used them so many times. Again, if threads get stuck down in there, you just need something that will help you kind of move it
and
around.
we bought the cheap set, but there's
Sure did.
probably 6 or 7 other sets in there that are longer. There's
Yes.
double-sided one, dental tools. There's yeah, so there's lots of other
Lots
sets.
of
If you,
other kinds.
because this handle may not be what you want for some of your smaller work, and so they do have other sets.
Lots
Like you just
of
have to wander around Harbor Freight.
It's so fun to
And if you tell your husband you want to go to Harbor Freight, he'll go with you. Yeah, he will go with you because Harbor Freight's a fun place.
Oh, this
Okay,
is
yeah.
really cool. This is really, really cool.
$4.99.
And somewhere, I know somewhere in there, they have a lighted one too.
Yeah,
What do you guys use these for?
When we drop stuff,
Yep.
which is often, we
Yep.
have to pick it up and get it down into
It might be inside a car.
or inside of a
Inside of it.
We've dropped many a thing, and this telescoping can get you down there and get it out, and hopefully save you from having to tear something apart.
So what we mostly use these for is to save our feet,
Yeah, see,
or maybe our bum. Maybe you don't. Maybe you put a needle or a pin on your sofa, and
Right.
you want to find it. So it's magnetic up here, and it telescopes, so you don't have to bend all the way over.
right?
You just telescope that down, and they're strong.
Yeah,
You just rub it over the area where you're going, and you'd be amazed. You find pins that you didn't even know
they
you lost.
have a really big one that goes on a handle. If I spill like lots, you can roll it, and that will pick up a bunch of magnet stuff. So that's kind of cool.
nice.
You could use that for
Yeah.
similar.
I have dropped my pin cushion before.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
it makes a mess. So like I said, I know
Super handy, any magnet, and they have tons of options with magnets. You could
Yeah.
use. Well, other thing you could use is that tray. So your tray you could
Oh.
rub on your chair.
to pick up-
I
to
didn't know
pick
what
up
you used
pins
it
too.
Yeah.
Sure you can.
for sure.
Oh, here's great.
Oh, and we only bought one pair,
We
but there's
only bought
50 different pairs of
needle nose
pliers. They come tiny like this set, and they have some.
Curve.
They have some that are really long. Yeah, curved. Obviously, we use them for mechanic work, a lot of different things.
Yes.
So
Great. And so again, mostly if I've got a string that's stuck up in there, and I like how these are curved because sometimes you can't quite really get it in and get up in there where you need to be.
exactly.
So those are nice little pliers.
I think those were $2.
Nice. Okay.
So
Now I'm not sure.
this is hilarious.
I'm not real sure.
$2.99. Claw
I have to
hammer.
have it. Claw hammer. Now what's the other one called?
This is
with the
a ball peen
ball-
hammer.
Okay.
So this is conceal carry size.
Yes. Look out when you come in the store. Look in my pocket if you see something sticking out.
Trouble.
Be nice.
Be nice. Yep.
No, my customers are always nice, but I had to have. It's just cute.
It is cute.
It's just the right size. So a lot of times at the store, we're pounding in the little applique pins to hang quilts or
Right.
whatnot, and we have another one that. But this is
Yeah.
going to be great because it's just a little.
It's super
guy.
cute. I own both sets because
Why
they were
would you?
$3.99 and
Right, and
or
why would
$2.99,
you?
and why wouldn't
And
you?
why
Yeah.
would you?
So is that the last? Oh, we
no.
that one. Yeah.
We got to take measure.
You gotta take measure, and honestly, measuring anything, they have a whole section for measuring, and they have all kinds of things. Obviously, we use it for measuring, but you can get calipers and micrometers, all kinds of things. This is just a cheap little tape, and I
This
think
was on sale for $1.99
Yeah.
today.
$1.99
Yeah,
tape measure.
And I don't know if they still do that. Do they ever still send out the flyers that
They
say
don't.
come
It's
in?
mostly online now instead of a flyer, but and you can pick it up. Like you
Yeah,
picked it up.
I sure did.
And you can pick it up. But yeah, so most of it's online, or you can join the
Club.
club.
They have a
Yeah,
club.
they have a
They have a
club
club.
that gets you better discounts. And
Nice.
if you're on the club, it's like $25 a year. If you buy enough stuff, you get percentage off, and then you also
Oh.
get like usually there's like a tool or something that's free.
That's free. Okay,
So-
it's on the club. Because it used to be, and this is years ago, when they sent out their flyers, like every week, there'd be like
Ah, there
a
was-
free little flashlight or free.
Yeah, and
Tape
there probably
measure.
still is on this
I
actually
didn't see one
in there.
but maybe I didn't look very good.
Well, this is so Inside Track member club is what it
there you
is.
go.
Share
Okay.
with your husband if you buy it.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
So on that metal tape measure, sometimes when we're measuring quilts, I've always got mine laid out on the floor, so I'm measuring it for my borders. Well, sometimes the cloth ones, the plastic ones, they're hard to keep up there where your quilt
Right.
starts. You got a nice tape measure, you just pull that sucker out, you set it right there at the top, and you just pull it down. Boom. It
Boom,
doesn't
done.
move. It's just there.
Well, and there is that bag that does the tape measure.
And if your tape measure breaks and it stops going in and out, or your husband has one that stops going in and out, you just ask him if you can have it. Because it's the 3/4 inch one, I believe, isn't it?
You could do any size.
You
but
could do any size.
The 1/2 inch is too small. I think.
Yeah, 1/2 inch is too small. So I think 3/4 inch is perfect. And it's that little snap bag.
Yeah.
You put it in the top of it.
Sew
you
it
pull
in.
it apart.
Yeah.
No, you put it in a little casing.
Oh.
And then you just pull it apart. It comes
Yeah.
open.
Well, that's what they used to make those snap bracelets out of,
Yep.
was tape measures.
Yep,
So,
it is.
and it's the same concept.
It
They
is.
just
Oh,
This-
found
yeah.
us something really cool. You
Right.
need to take that up close. It was
storage
cheap.
container. $4.99.
So if you go
24
to,
compartments.
if you go to like Hobby Lobby or places like that, you're going to spend probably $10 to $12 for one of these. So
And this was just one. There's probably, again, a whole section of
Lots.
storage with bags with, I mean, they have, like, if you're into, like, having a bag or a tool thing, they have whole sections of those that, and storage. And they have, I'm trying to remember who makes it. I think it's Makita or one of them has the locking storage stuff. And these,
so nobody can get into them.
well, and these guys have it, it's just Bauer. So it's the knockoff version of the same locking, and they'll lock together. Some of them have a handle so you can roll them if you want to. Yeah.
So these are really cool because they have compartments, but you can use their little dividers to make whatever size compartments that you need for your
Right.
little.
Well, and you could keep your tools, some of your tools in this, and then you'd have like a tool and your, like, honestly, your brushes and your
Yeah.
cotton swabs, you could put
You
some
can
of those
put a
in
lot of good
and
stuff
have
in
it
here.
like, this is my featherweight cleaning storage compartment
Right.
or whatever.
Right.
that
So
needs
it's a
to be.
good deal. So
That's it, yeah.
That's it. So you guys, all of these things that we just showed you, we spent what?
$77.
$77. And look at all my bargains. I mean, we found some great things at Harbor Freight that we could use. And we have a really special guest that's here with us.
No.
Oh, no, he's not.
doing it now. He doesn't
You don't
want to hear
it.
He's done.
He done.
He's done. He says
He didn't
nope.
get a microphone, so he didn't want to
get a
play.
microphone, so he says, no, Fran, I am not going to do that.
Not going to be in the video.
Not going to be in your video.
Not the
today.
YouTuber.
Maybe another time, but there he is.
They probably heard that.
They probably
Oh, we got to take
did.
their cart back, bud.
Yeah, we'll just take it and we'll dump it in my car.
Just leave it there for a minute, buddy.
Okay, so that is our road trip for today. And we
Village
hope-
vibes on the road, right?
Village vibes on the road. So we hope we've shown you guys a thing or two that maybe you wouldn't have thought about using in your
Right.
quilting room that you certainly can. So I wouldn't advise that you go get in your husband's toolbox and help yourself to his stuff. Don't
I mean,
do
you
that.
can, but he might get mad.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Just go buy your own, and then you don't even have to wonder where his are or wonder where to put them back.
And if you want, you can buy a different color and you can paint them.
Ours are cleaner.
Yeah, they're usually way
They're
cleaner.
if they're not from the
This
toolbox.
is true. This is very.
You don't want
true.
to get grease on your
on
quilt,
your
so you,
quilts. No, you'd have
Anyway.
to clean them first. So just go buy your own.
Yeah.
Right.
do you want in here?
The other thing that we want to tell y'all about is to remind you about Rock and Roll with Quilts. So we started it yesterday, and we'll do it again today and tomorrow and on Friday. So we hope that you can come in and join us for this amazing event. We talked quite a bit about it last week. So it's a nonprofit. They make quilts and send all over the world, but they really do count on a lot of people
Yes,
for
they do.
donations, money, time, help, all of the things. So if you're able to help at all, please come and join us at the store for that.
And we talked a lot about it last week, so go watch last week's video and get all the details. Or it was in our newsletter. Call the store.
if you need any
Yeah.
more details about it. And we're happy to have everybody come sit and sew with us.
Yeah.
Come get fabric and take it home, make some quilt blocks to donate them to them. So we hope that you can all help with this amazing,
Please do.
amazing
Please
project.
do, because we
Please
know that
do.
you all are generous and
Yes.
you have ways to help, and big ways or little ways. There's lots
It
of
all
options.
helps. It
Yep.
all helps because one little teeny tiny thing added up over millions is huge.
It's huge.
Even over just a small
Yeah.
amount, it's still huge. So we hope that you will come and help us support this cause. So,
Yeah.
until next week.
Yep, we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Normal
What?
place.
Normal. Oh, normal place.
Normal
Okay, I
place.
thought she was telling me how to do normal.
We'll be back at the store next
we
week.
will be back in the store. So thank you all for joining us again. And thank you to our special guest, Mr. Ken, for coming and helping us once again. And even though he wasn't really on board, thank you also, Rin.
Do you want to tell us what your favorite tool was that we showed?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to tell us? Okay.
Come over here.
Come over. There, you got to see your face. What was your favorite tool that we showed? Oh, he's
got to find it. You put them all back in there ever so nicely. Oh, I see what he's going for.
Oh, and guess what? It stuck to the other tools in the thing. Tell them why you like that, wrench. Talk in that microphone.
Go up closer too, so they can see.
If they can see, stand up on the curb, buddy. They'd be a little taller. Okay, so tell them why you like that one. And it's pretty handy, right?
Tell them what kind of go-kart you have.
Yeah.
You have a 212 Predator in it from Harbor Freight.
Okay. Thanks, Ren.
All right.
Okay, give it back to Fran really quick. She just has to say a little goodbye.
Okay. All right, everyone.
Okay.
So thank you so much for joining us again this week. And until next week when we see you, stay in and stay cool because it's going to be
It's
way
another
hot
scorcher.
again
Next
today.
week, hopefully, it'll be a little cooler.
I know,
But
it's supposed to start cooling down. So remember the 5-10 rule. Be kind to everyone. Do something fun for yourself today. And thanks for joining us again.
okay, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, say goodbye. Hurry quick.
Goodbye.